this was in June, rather than May or April. Okay, number 15, 16, and 17,
Is it consent agenda?
yeah. These are all junk and debris charges from before the people owned it.
Madam Chair, if I could,
Yeah.
number 15 is the first one that you've been asked to address on Wohlfeil. Has a couple of moving parts that Dave Greco has responded to and DPW has also responded to. The taxpayer purchased the property January 2017 after the winter tax statements were out. And he's requesting that the charges on the winter tax statement be removed. I spoke with Glenn Ojak, DPW, and he doesn't believe that those charges for water should be removed. He believes that they should be left on the tax statement and the taxpayer is liable for them, current owner is liable for them.
Why
So that's for City Council to.
So he's saying that the title company didn't do its due diligence and get the information?
Councilman, that would appear to be correct.
So what about the junk and debris?
Well, junk and debris was not hit.
Okay, but the water was?
And even the water may not have been. What Dave Greco's opinion is attached to this document. And the way I interpreted it was, if the tax bill was not available for review, then he would agree to have it removed. The tax bill was available, it came out December 1st. The taxpayer, the new owner, should have challenged the seller and said, you owe these charges. To my knowledge, I'm not sure what was done. It doesn't, the way he's requesting it does not appear that it was done. That's what's unique about it is one of our groups, the DPW, does not want water to be removed from the tax statement. And the junk and debris truly was not his. That occurred in June and in September 2016 when he bought the property January 2017. So we have a mixture of charges. The junk and debris by rights could be removed by City Council.
And that's the 467.93?
Yes, it is. No, that's 368.75. The water, Madam Chair, could be, it's probably a mixture of both, but most likely it was not his either. But I'm at the direction through DPW to the City Council. They don't want it removed. They want it left on and paid by the current owner. So that's a spot that I'm in that I'm bringing forward to City Council for your review.
So who was it that didn't catch this delinquent water?
The write-up says it doesn't, we're not sure if they even did title work, so if they were just trying to sell, didn't do their homework, figured out money was outstanding, and now they're coming to us for help.
They're doing a rush job, basically.
Well, out of fairness, you don't know if they did it. They may have, they may not have, but if they did, it should have been part of the closing.
It should
It
have
would have
been
been listed as an outstanding debt.
right.
You don't know if he did a title search?
I do not know if he did.
Jerry, do you know if this owner, the LLC, owns lots of properties in the city of Fairfield?
Councilman, I've not checked that. I can do. Yeah, I can do that this evening or even tomorrow morning and reach back to City Council.
Okay.
I
Let
always-
us know before the meeting, because if we have to, we can amend the item and remove the,
Lone Star Bank was the previous owner.
Right.
It just interests me when we have.
Oh, right, Epiphany LLC is who bought the
Right.
property from Black Star, sorry.
Right, so my interest is usually if
So he's
you're,
probably gonna rent this house out.
if you're a large property owner in the city, or if you own one, or if you own 20, how do you manage those properties it's one thing to come ask us for a rebate or a refund, but on your other 19 properties, are you keeping them up? Are there other
Right.
issues? Are you paying your taxes? We shouldn't charge somebody for something that they're not required to pay, but in general, if you're a property owner in the city, how do you manage your properties? In my point of reference is a while back when Jerry and I were looking at different tax issues, it seemed to me that there were some large property owners, I'm not suggesting this is one because I don't even recognize the name, but a few of the LLCs or what I would call commercial owners, there tended to be patterns with who took good care of their properties and who
Right.
didn't. And I'm just curious what the status is of anyone who comes to us looking for a refund or a rebate.
Yeah, what their other properties are like and how many.
You want money back on this one, but you haven't paid taxes for 3 years
Yeah.
on this one, and you've got 17 citations.
Right, exactly.
And again, I'm not saying that has anything to do with this guy, it's just,
Right.
we're getting,
Good to know.
every month we see several of these. And
Is that something you can check for us?
sometimes
then?
they're commercial
I'm sorry,
owners.
ma'am?
Is that something you can check for us
I
then?
can, I will.
Now, I got a quick question. We see a lot of these. Now, I've been coming to study sessions for years, in years past, we hardly seen any of this. Why is that? What's going on?
Madam Chair, I think for the most part, I believe the assessor was likely making an executive decision and just not bringing them through. I don't know, Jerry, in every case, if that's the case, but there was occasionally some that would come through, but nowhere near this level.
Yeah, I mean, we're working.
You're doing a good job.
And the court as
Well,
well.
unfortunately, the taxpayers are doing a good job presenting,
Yeah, that's
and I have to act as middleman and bring it forward.
Shouldn't
to
Flagstar then
council.
pay for these water bills?
In my opinion, yes.
So could we go back to them and send them a bill?
Per Dave Greco's comment, we can.
Oh,
We could, or the homeowner?
If I read Dave's comment, he said, we have the right to go after the prior owner, but we tend to put it on the tax statement and charge the current owner,
Okay.
was his statement.
Am I wrong in assuming that, to Charlie's question, that a lot of these that we see are relative to the court not processing a lot of these for, we made a big splash last year. We put a lot of bills on taxes for 2015, 2014. Isn't some of that related to why there's a huge increase in
Appeals.
seeking appeals and refunds?
If I could, through the chair, Councilman, I think 3 of these that I'm bringing forward tonight are part of the 2015 winter citations from the district court.
And I think a lot of them that we've seen ever since we made the move to put them on a tax bill, people coming in saying, wait a minute. So a lot of the council agenda items are related to that.
But, Councilman, even prior to that, I mean, we saw an uptick. I mean, I don't remember ever seeing many of these come forward, and it seems like even before that occurred, there's been far more than we're historically used to seeing. But remember, the situation was different. I mean, the assessor's office was closed to the public. You had a part-time assessor. All that plays a role. And now there's availability. That they have the ability to talk to somebody, and I think you're seeing a lot of different
And
things.
Jerry just reaches out and grabs those people and holds them over.
Okay. 16 is for $222 in noxious weeds. Any moving parts on that one, Jerry?
Madam Chair, this is, no, this is a standard one from the court ordinance charges, so this is one that should be removed.
Okay.
And
It
17,
should be.
should be.
Correct. He bought the house in September 2012. The ordinance charge, the weed charges were from September 5th, 2012. And these showed up on a winter 2015 tax statement. They're part of the district court group. And the taxpayer is not coming to city council requesting that winter charge be taken off his 2015 tax statement.
17?
okay, Okay, 17 is for an amount of $2,146, an ordinance citation. This is also a court one,
If I could, Madam Chair, yes, it is.
so this is,
It would be one of the district court charges that
So it sounds like.
We've been
that
asked
was like
to-
accidentally put
to
on that,
remove.
for there.
It's one of those back charges.
Oh, okay,
it didn't get caught.
all right.
Number 18,
18 is a unique one. We have two of these for the city council to review, if I could, Madam Chair. These are Wayne County Sheriff auctions, not Wayne County Treasurer auctions. The taxpayer, and I did discuss this with Dave, and I sent Dave the ordinances that we typically bring to council, and it discusses if your property is sold by the county treasurer for auction, we must remove the city charges from the year of the auction. The taxpayer, in this case, Mr. Singh, I believe it was, Bath, Singh Bath, came to me and said, well, I bought this property through Wayne County, and these charges should be removed in delinquent water. When I studied it further, I discovered that, yes, he did buy it from Wayne County, but not from the treasurer. He bought a mortgage from the Wayne County Sheriff's auction. Different animal. So I asked Dave, I said, based on our review of case law, does city council must they remove these charges? Or do they have an option to keep them on or not? And you read through the dialogue, Dave Greco's comments were they are not a Wayne County Treasurer auction, so they should not be removed. Council has a right to remove them should you wish to, but it's not mandatory that you must.
he said the lien travels with the property.
Correct.
How does one get to a sheriff's sale versus a treasurer's sale?
Yeah,
The sheriff's sale, I'm delinquent on my mortgage, so the bank will sell my note to the highest bidder. And so this is a sale of a mortgage through the Wayne County Sheriff. So the bank, Chase Bank, doesn't matter what bank it is, will say, all right, John Smith, you are delinquent in paying your mortgage. I'm going to foreclose on your mortgage, and I'm going to sell it.
The Wayne County sheriffs can buy it?
No, so Wayne County Sheriff is the acting group that actually sells
Sheriff's
Oh.
Department, Sheriff's Department is ordered by the court
to sell it.
So, I assume that Mr. Bath, who lives in West Bloomfield, is not going to be moving